Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi taala wabarakatuh, and very good day to all of you, all the participant for the first dynamic conference on teaching innovations and distance learning. First of all, I would like to congratulate all the organizing committee for the first dynamic conference on teaching, innovation and distance learning for the very successful conference for today. So I believe this is a great opportunity to exchange with all of us in these fields on our experience and the development for the teaching and innovation, as well as the distance learning. So I also like to take this opportunity to thank Professor Roger, Professor Emmanuel, as well as the university partner, University Gajah Mada, Mahidol University, University Putra Malaysia. Okay, I come from the University Putra Malaysia, University of Warsaw, University of Montpellier, as well as our Secretary General from the Sahels. So Alhamdulillah, I hope everyone here can share all the experience, and we can use this experience to customize the practice in our institution and as well as our university. So for today, I would like to share the University Putra Malaysia e-learning. It's about online learning for all. So my name is Wan Marzuki Wan Jaafar. Is a director from Center for Academic Development, University Putra Malaysia. So first of all, I would like to share with all of you is about the Putra Global's learning initiative at glance. So the first one is what we call the Putra Global Online Learning Initiative. One is about the blended learning substitutes, and also the Putra Massive Open Online Course. The third one is about the credit transfer MOOCs, and the fourth one is about the Putra Collaborative Global Online Learning, and as well as the Putra e-visiting fellows. Okay. For today, I would like to take this opportunity to share more on the UPM virtual classroom practice and e-assessment. So when we discuss about the virtual classrooms or e-assessment, okay, this is about the as we know, it's about the world today is about fighting against the COVID-19 pandemic. So due to the current situations, so the virtual classroom and e-assessment have emerged as a practical solution for higher education institution. So in order to implement the virtual classroom as well as e-assessment, so we have to prepare the very careful action plan and temporarily the remedial program in response to the COVID-19 outbreaks. So all this flexibility in implementation is very, very important. So what we call this is about the transformation. So the transformation of all face-to-face teaching and learning activities, including the practical training to the virtual online session. So these transformations need to be carefully planned to ensure that the specific learning outcomes are attained. So when we discuss about the implementation of the virtual classroom, So this is about the I have told before. The transformation is about the from the face-to-face teaching and learning activities to the virtual session, and of course it need to be carefully planned to ensure that the specific learning outcomes are attained. So in conducting the virtual classroom, of course the roles of lecturers as facilitators to help guide students is an important factor in ensuring effective teaching and learning activities. So we as a lecturers need to abide by the proper guidelines in order to deliver meaningful teachings, making the learning activities more interactive and similar to face-to-face class sessions. So delivery must be designed according to the ability of the students to follow the lesson. So this is very important about the flexibility. So the flexibility and understanding of the lecturers to support the students to complete the all online tasks should be in place. At least what we have to do, the first step is about the check internet accessibility. Is about we have to understand about the accessibility of our students to the internet from the residential place. So of course, when we discuss about internet speed, we can check the check can be done through the several applications such as Ookla and speedtest.tms or anything based on the information obtained. The lecturers or can be determined which application, approaches and action are compatible with the students' internet bandwidth levels. Okay, so of course, if we see if all of our students have a medium category internet bandwidth and higher, of course, we can consider what is the teaching strategies for the to use. Okay, so if the bandwidth is low, of course the student have a limited access to the internet. We have to use another methods to make sure that the content that we want to deliver can be achieved by the students. So if we discuss in terms of delivering virtual classroom in mediums and higher bandwidth through the synchronized sessions, we can use the simultaneous interaction between students and lecturers, as well as among students. So of course, the lecturers can plan the sessions with the students. So we have to keep in mind on the possible limitation of interactions. So lecturers should put initiative to follow up the students' progress within the virtual classroom sessions and anytime appropriate through the suitable applications, including social media, email, and so on. Of course, if we have the mobility student, the student from the various countries okay, in this world, so of course the time difference for the student in various geographical area should be the factors that we have considered in any teaching and learning activities. Okay, so when we go to the second part, is the most important part also. We have to align the online teaching strategies as well as the delivery to course learning outcome. For example, the aligned course learning outcome with learning activities and e-assessments, the student-centered learning activities for the development of generic and specific skills through online teaching and learning must be accounted for in the calculation of the total students' learning time. So, as well as the types of virtual classroom either the synchronized or asynchronized, where what we call the synchronized about the virtual class take place in the real time. So the lecturers use the teaching materials interactively and in the real time, and the asynchronized virtual class not dependent on the location and time. So the teaching material develops earlier and learning interaction not in the real times. That is the third one that we have to identify the type of virtual class. And of course, the fourth one is about to prepare the digitals materials. It's about using the suitable software, for example, the screen recording, screen omatics, animation videos. For example, we can use Powtoons. For example, the infographics, we can use Canva, PictoCharts, and so on. And then also the MindMax, we can use any software that we can develop. Okay, there is a few consideration. There is a few considerations in order for us to prepare the goods digitals material. And then the fifth one is about to design and conduct the virtual classroom. This is how that we can have a synchronized, that we can use the applications like Zoom, Google Meet, WebEx, Skype, and so on. Okay, or asynchronized. For UPM, we use we call the Putra Blast. We have our own learning management systems. Okay, as well as we also allows our lecturers to use other teaching and learning applications. For example, the Google Classroom, Padlet, Flipgrid, and so on. So this is the fifth one. And also in terms of uploading materials, so the material can be uploaded in communication media for learning in various bandwidth settings, such as WhatsApp for the low bandwidth, Padlet for the medium bandwidth, and Zoom for the high bandwidth that we can use in terms of sharing of our materials. And also the most important part also, we have to provide the information to the students. For example, the informations including the synchronized lectures, including the instruction of the activities, including the rubrics, percentage, and deadlines of the assessment completions, and other communication methods that we have to use, including the attendance recording methods. Of course, this is very important for us also we can conduct the virtual class, and then we record the students' attendance. We can mark the student attendance based on the participant in a virtual class, or any methods that you feel appropriate and suitable. And also, important that we have to provide the students with feedbacks on the activities and as well the assessment in the virtual class. Okay, so maybe we also keep the records and the documents. So you can record of all virtual teaching and learnings, implementations, and documented for the audit purpose. For example, students' attendance, the students' learning times, and etc. So this is the overall process about the virtual classroom. And of course, when we have a delivery, of course, we also have the assessment. So this is, I want to share with all of you here. This is the implementation of the e-assessment in the University Putra Malaysia. Of course, there is the similar things that we have to check the accessibility of our students, because in terms of what types of assessment that we are going to give to our students. So when we talk about assessment, of course, we have the continuous assessment, as well we have the final assessment. So the continuous assessment is a type of learning evaluation and is a part of the teaching process, which ensures that students attain learning outcome within a set time frames. And then the final assessment is about the measurement of the student success levels, the quality of achievement and mastery level of the learning outcomes at the ends of the course. So the lecturers are allowed to select various types of alternative assessment, such as we give the opportunity for the lecturers to use the open book exam, the reports, e-portfolios, and etc., and conduct the assessments via online, either in the synchronized or asynchronized virtual classroom. So the most important thing is about the assessment is we have to align the e-assessment to the course learning outcomes, the course learning outcome. So align the course learning outcome with the learning activities and e-assessment. It is very important to ensure that the course learning outcome is attained and achieved. Okay, so I think that's all for my sharing for today. Okay, hope we can meet and then discuss further in future in other platform as well in other conference. Okay, so that's all from me. Okay, thank you very much and terima kasih. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and have a good day.